So, fangirling, you know the thing where you develop an unexplainable obsession with a celebrity, band, or fictional character? You're casually watching a K-drama or any K-pop MV, and the next thing you know, you're Googling their name, watching every interview they've ever done, scrolling to multiple thirst trap talk edits of them, and maybe even consider learning Korean. Congratulations, my friend! You're officially fangirling. First of all, hi. Welcome to Earth. Second, let me explain. Fangirling is basically the art of emotionally attaching yourself to a person, a band, a character, or even, I don't know, a fictional hedgehog. Normal people watch a movie and go, that was nice. Well, us fangirl be like, this movie just became my personality. And we'll cry when our favorite character dies. Aren't they, like, overrated? Excuse me? Overrated? You mean perfectly rated, right?
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute detail.
Well, the term fangirl has roots that go all the way back to 1943, when A.P. Herbert first used it in his book Holy Deadlock to describe young women who were deeply obsessed with musicians. However, the term truly gained widespread popularity during the Beatles era in the 1960s, labeled the frenzy of young female fans as Beatlemania. This phenomenon highlighted the intense, almost overwhelming passion that fans, particularly young women, could have for their favorite artists. While the term fangirl didn't originate with the Beatles, their rise to fame undeniably showcased the cultural and emotional power of a boy band, proving just how influential music and musicians could be in shaping youth culture. Fast forward to today, and Gen Z has taken fangirl culture to unprecedented heights, whether it's through the global obsession with K-pop groups like BTS, the dedication to TikTok influencers, or the electric energy at festivals like Coachella. The essence of fangirl culture remains the same: an unwavering, passionate connection to the artists and creators who resonate with them. And let's be real, the allure of a guy with a guitar or a mic still holds that same magnetic, almost dangerous charm. Just ask anyone who's been to a concert. It's actually tied to this super cool psychological concept called cognitive consistency theory. Basically, this theory says our brains are like really picky interior decorators. They hate when things don't match. So when we discover someone we admire, a singer, actor, we start building this perfect image of them in our heads. They're kind, talented, and probably smell like lavender and success, but then, bam! They say or do something that doesn't line up with that perfect image. They properly release a YouTube video listing all the things they don't like in people.
Wax, shade, yeah, it's the worst when there's hair.
Wait, what? You don't like girls with body hair? So, what do? Well, according to science, you've got 3 choices. Number 1, you can decide the idol is the problem and stop fangirling over them. Number 2, you can convince yourself that their weird opinion isn't that bad. Number 3, you can tell yourself they didn't mean it. And if you're wondering which option is the most common, let's be real, it's probably choice 3. It's usually the one that involves the least effort. Because, hey, why give up your bias when you can just pretend they're still perfect? But it's not just about brain glitches and awkward crushes. Fangirling goes deeper than that. It's also tied to something called Wait, how can you have a relationship with someone who doesn't even know you exist? I know, it sounds weird, but hear me out. When you fangirl over someone, you start to feel like you know them. Maybe it's because of all the interviews you've watched, or the behind-the-scenes clips you've replayed 1,000 times, or maybe it's because you've read so much fan fiction about them with all the tropes in the world. Okay, pause. I know how ridiculous that sounds. It's not like I actually think my favorite idol is going to spot me in the crowd and say hi. You know, maybe. There are a couple of reasons why we do this, but here are a few I can share with you. First, it's about connection. When you're part of a fandom, you're not just screaming into the void. You're screaming with people. You share inside jokes, support each other, and collectively lose your minds whenever your favorite idol posts a selfie. It's like having a second family, but this family doesn't ask why you're still single at every holiday dinner. Second, it's escapism. Let's be real. Life can be stressful with school, work, when all hope was lost and you are accepting your inevitable fate. Fangirling gives us an escape. It's a world where everything feels magical, even if it's just for a little while. And finally, it's about passion. Whether it's a new album drop, a movie premiere, or just a random tweet, it gives you something to look forward to. At the end of the day, though, I think fangirling is more good than bad. It's about love. Love for a person, a story, or a piece of art that makes you feel something. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop your fave fangirl moment in the comments, and let's gas each other up. Whether you're a casual enjoyer, or the kind of fan who can recite your idol's entire lore by heart, keep doing you. Fangirl hard, cry over fictional characters, and make those PowerPoint presentations about why your bias is the best. Life's too short to not be a little cringe. And remember, if anyone tries to clown you for it, just hit them with the classic, let people enjoy things. Now go forth and stand responsibly or don't. Either way, we're all in this together.